How's it going, guys? Welcome back to 5280. Today we got the girlfriend's XC60 and we're ready to put a ceramic coat on this car today. Now, a couple of things I've already done. I've already washed it and I've already clay barred it. So we're going to do a couple of things to prep it the rest of the way. That's going to include detailing the paint a little bit more, get some swirls out of it, and then we're going to fix some of the trim, which actually you guys saw last week. So no further ado, let's get to our product. Of course, we have Avalon King. Now, this stuff I've seen a lot of videos on, and I've been wanting to try this so bad, and I'm so excited to put it on the car. Now, if everything goes great with this, I'm just beyond in love with this stuff, I'm gonna put it on the VR, and we're gonna do another video on that, but it'll probably be like a quick 5-minute how-to. This is going to be a little bit more in detail and a little bit more step-by-step for you guys. So for those of you guys that want to do it yourself, I'll have some good tips, stuff that I've learned, and if there's any tricks or anything that I've learned, I'll mention it at the end of the video so it makes it easier for you guys to apply it. Now, I haven't even taken it out of the cellophane, but I got the full kit here. So this comes with the applicator pad and gloves and all that stuff to apply it. And then I got a car shampoo. This is basically something to maintain it after it's applied. So it just I'd say rejuvenates the ceramic. On top of that, it is going to bring the shine back as well. So very excited to see how the shampoo works, but I'm even more excited to see what this just looks like on the car to begin with. This stuff is awesome. I mean, look at all of this. I mean, the attention to detail is outstanding, and it comes with everything you need, like the applicating rag, with a sponge, with a towel. It also gives you a awesome sticker with the gloves that you're gonna need as well. And just look at the bottle. The bottle is just so cool. Now, I am gonna go a step further before I apply this. I am gonna buff the car. And after I'm done buffing it to get all the imperfections and scratches and stuff out of it, I'm gonna rewash it just so I can strip all the waxes and all of that off the paint, because the paint needs to be naked for this to have the best effect. Now, once I'm done with the wash, I'll bring it back in, we'll dry it, and then we'll start applying. So I wish I could show you the differences between what I've already done and what I haven't, but this is just pain in the neck to try to get you rid of. Oh, you can see it right there, very faintly in the middle of the screen. And as you come over here, it's a lot clearer. And this is what I've already done. There's a couple of scratches in there that you guys see there, but it is a night and day difference. And you can see there is a little bit of haziness on it compared, right here compared to over here. It's a lot clearer. You can see the reflection of the flashlight a lot better. So we're going to compound the rest of the hood. Then we're going to polish it, and then we're going to polish the doors, because the doors honestly are really not that bad. Now, if you guys have seen my video on how to polish a car or how to detail the outside of a car, then I'm going to save you that a little bit there. But for those of you who haven't, I recommend go and watch that video, and there's a lot of good pointers in there on to help you get a better quality shine out of the car, and also a better clean out of the car as well.
We're holding on, even if we fall, we will rise up and we follow the path that we believe in. No, we're not gonna stop until we reach it. All you need to know is that we're holding on. We rise up from the dust and claim our throne.
All right, guys, we're at the back of the vehicle here, and one thing I want to show you guys, I'm going to do a little bit of a compare and contrast like we did last week with the trim. So I'm going to show you this side versus this side, but it's got some funny stuff going on. This is plastic, and look at this. This looks like rust stains. Really weird and bizarre. Don't know what that's from, but we're going to clean it up. The other thing is this scratch right here has been bugging me since day one, so we're going to take that out. So we're going to do a little bit of compare and contrast, and then show you how much better this side comes out versus this side. And it almost looks like it's starting to discolor a little bit from here to here. So we'll see how it turns out.
We're holding on, even if we fall, we will rise up and we fall.
result. It shines so much more and it looks so much better. It has such a high gloss in it, and it's never gonna be perfect. There's still some pitting in it. We got some of those rust marks out, which was weird, but that scratch is gone as well. Everything looks amazing. Now let's rip this tape off and let's take a look. This light, it's hard to see, but there is a difference here. And you can faintly see it. There is basically a lot more gloss right here, and it's a little bit brighter white, and then this is a little bit duller. Now, I can't wait to do the rest of the bumper, or not the rest of the bumper, but the rest of this piece here, and then pull it out, wash it, and we'll ceramic coat it. We're getting that foam cannon all prepped up, and one thing I do want to mention, so this wash is going to be a little bit different than the first wash, and the reason being is we're trying to strip any waxes or anything that's on the paint off. So we did do a clay bar, but that doesn't take any waxes that you may have put on there while you were compounding and waxing or buffing the paint. So we're going to take all that stuff off using Dawn dish soap, and this stuff is amazing for doing that. Now, if you regularly wash your car with this, actually all you're doing is just taking any potential stuff that is on the paint that's protecting it and stripping it off, which this stuff is not made to protect the paint, but it's not going to harm it. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to fill up our foam cannon here. I have it at 200 milliliters, and we're going to fill it up the rest of the way with water, and then we're going to put the Dawn in our bucket as well, just because I don't want to put anything else in there that may have waxes or anything that would help us not get the best cure to the paint with the ceramic coat. Now, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. This is going to be a real easy wash, nothing special with it. We're just going to do a quick time lapse. We'll hit the car with it, wipe it down, and then hit it one more time, and then do a quick rinse, dry it off, pull it back in the garage, and then start applying the ceramic coat. Alright, the car is in the garage and it's ready to receive Armor Shield 9. So we got our product over here. So I have the bottle all ready to go. I have our applicator pad already ready. So you can get the damn thing open with your gloves on. That's the hardest thing here. And you do need to wear these gloves because this stuff you don't want on your skin. I think you're just gonna dab it on there, about 4 or 5 drops. And then I'll take it over the car and start applying it to the paint. So what you want to do is you want to go in a straight direction, side to side and up to down. So left and right, and then from down to up, or vice versa. You want to work in like a 2x2 section. So take the product, like so. And then you're gonna go back the other way. This is just gonna ensure that we didn't miss anything. And just let it dry. I would say if you're doing it on a hot day like I have today, it's gonna take probably about 30 seconds to a minute to do it. And if we look at this side here, this side should be almost done. But basically what you're looking for is it to kind of haze over. Let's see about right there. Kind of hard to see in this lighting. But basically it's supposed to haze over or have like a rainbow kind of color look when you're looking at the light in it. So once it has that flash time, then you just take your towel, like this guy right here, the one that you give you, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just wipe it off and buff it, and basically you're going to level out what you applicated.
Deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. I'm so caught in this, we're so lost. Deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall. 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 I'm so caught in this, but so lost. Deep in it, can't stop. I'm forever the one you call. Let's free fall.
All right guys, I'm gonna show you once again how to apply this stuff. It's a lot easier to see it on the glass and how it streaks. So again, just add it about 4 or 5 drops onto your applicator. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in straight directions, up and down, like so. We're gonna work our way all the way across the glass. Now we're gonna go side to side. This is gonna ensure that you didn't miss anything. All right, so we're gonna wait a moment. We're gonna wait for that to haze over, and then I'll show you what it should look like. All right, so it's about 30 seconds. You can kind of see it has a little bit of a rainbow effect to it in the glass and in the streaks. So once it does that, that means it's dry and it's ready to buff off. And then you're just gonna take your rag like so, and you can work it in circular motions, however you want. So you should see a little bit of a difference there. Wiped off, not wiped off. And one thing I did notice is that you can saturate this towel. So you can see it's still leaving some stuff right here. So just flip it over. And just wipe it down one more time. You are gonna have some, I don't know, the best way to describe it is like over wipe or overspray, but even though you're not spraying something, but basically you're gonna have a little bit of excess on some other parts there. So just wipe those down. Now, if there's something that you don't want this on, I would recommend taping it off. That would be the best way to prevent getting something on there, because no matter how hard you try or how good you are, this stuff does not, I would say it spreads pretty good. So it's easy to get it on other things, especially if you don't want it on the stuff up here, like the rubber. But I'm gonna put it on there. Seems to do fine. And then I did do it on this stuff as well. And then I did it on this trim. And this trim is gonna look amazing. I mean, it already does, but it's gonna look even better. And you guys saw me put all that work into it last week. This is why we put all that work into it, is doing the ceramic coat. So we're gonna continue going on. I have both doors here, the window, the driver's window, and the roof. Need to get the roof done. Now I gotta figure out a way to do that because I'm a little short. Floor. And after. And it just runs right off of it. You can see it beads up really well on the paint, and it just keeps running right off of it. I love this stuff. I mean, I put it on just about everything that I could. So between the chrome trim here, the plastic, the paint, the headlights, the fog lights, the mirrors, and not just the caps on the mirrors. I did it on this piece as well. I did it on the trim, windows. I did just about everything that I could, and I couldn't be more satisfied with it. Now there are some tricks that I actually learned with it while I was working. So if you see, we got a little bit of a bug splatter here, and I will say that if you just rinse the vehicle off, it gets 90% of the bugs and all of that off. But there is gonna be some stuff like this still on it after you do your rinse. So the best thing to do is do your normal wash with a mitt, and you'll be able to get those areas, and they do come off easier. And that's what I have noticed, that they actually do come off pretty easy, but you need just a little bit more than a high pressure rinse to get them off. And as far as regular maintenance with it, really all you need is gonna be the shampoo. So as a regular maintenance, all you do is you just wash your car with this instead, and this will actually keep the ceramic coat as healthy as possible. And they say this stuff can last up to 5 years. On average, it's about 2 years. But if you're doing all the proper stuff and you're using the right product, you can make it last 5 years. And the overall quality is just outstanding. I can't wait to do it to probably the bike and the VR. I can't wait to do it to this car because it's gonna look absolutely amazing. And the gloss in this car is a mirror finish. And this paint doesn't have any metallic or anything in it. So just think of what this is gonna look like once I do it. That will be down the road once I have another weekend to do it. But there are other things that are going on, and I do apologize. This video should have came out sooner, but behind this is my new car. But until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.